we had a Nats that was such a vintage performance, but that's all aside for now. Team Liquid going to be starting out on that attacking side.
Set up with 3 players eyeing this choke.
Looking at the timing, maybe they get the pinch right, but it's actually Leaf to go down first. Allows them now time to worry about that flank. The trip's been broken, the eye should turn, and suddenly all this pressure feels a little bit segmented. It's not having the same impact. Oh, Nats might be back, baby!
It's also not a revolutionary comp or anything like this from Team Liquid, as they make quick work again. G2, I'm a little surprised to see them showing so many of these flank looks already around Liquid's minds that, hey, G2 are going to be testing those. They're walking down into mid, and Jaw is going to find 5 players. G2 can heat up on this flank and try to potentially pinch in, except that Team Liquid have already found the timing with Jaw falling down.
Okay, this is going from bad to worse here. Nats is holding the flank as well. He knows where everybody is. The original icon is still doing this sort of work. Trent irrelevant to outcome, and Liquid B-site approach.
Yeah, I think they've realized a couple times now that G2 are grouping up very heavily, trying to fight around Jogamo. Spotting that out, dodging, getting free entrances into the site.
Yeah.
Has every round just been an open site? Well, if G2 are gonna have a chance here on the eco.
If you're Liquid, you've got to be wondering where the hell are they? They've got to get moving, and Valorant's done really well. Patatek goes down, and suddenly you're starting to get a bit more nervous on the side. Jaw appears. We said he was critical, and he is, but the one man still standing, brought to his knees. G2.
Lurk could open things up. If Kiko hears the footsteps coming across, Team Liquid can choose to speed up into the A side or reset back into that Lurk.
I like this.
Beautiful.
I really like that. Camo, patience pays for Team Liquid here. Smoke gonna go in, and it's gonna force G2 to... you kind of feel like you have to commit to this.
They're already flooding.
They have to go for it. He's seen him. He's absolutely seen him. Jonah B gonna find Nats, but it's Kamek to instantly trade out. He was spotted early. But do they know about this man? Jogmo's still here. It's labored. It's not pretty enough. Kamek controlling. Panic.
No panicking.
Panic.
It's gonna be fine.
I don't know if it is. I really don't know if it's gonna be okay.
How do we feel about Trent hunting down the players?
4 rounds to Team Liquid and 2 to G2. And now we get back to business.
Love the change of pace from Team Liquid this round. Getting it quick, and it's Nats with the operator. Okay.
It's not the first time you're going to see it, and it probably won't be the last. And you probably wouldn't expect him to outdo Jaw, but this time he does, and Kamek very aware of the angle.
Hold on now.
It makes no difference. I know they can pause on this one. They're going to get the info on the ult here unless Leaf moves now, and he... How the heck did they get away with that? Nats was almost dead. It looked almost so likely, but Patatek finds some space on the side. Valorant on the side swing takes him down, and suddenly Liquid are being held at the door. You've been spotted. Uh-oh, no. Kiko's unraveling the crossfire. Jonah P and Trent will not. They're at least implying this early.
Yeah, that smoke to teleport into. Jet can dash into the site. We'll see how aggro we're getting. Look at that with the Bucky. Already trading 1 for 1, and Team Liquid are still in a warpath.
They can hit the pause button for a second.
Big drone.
Yeah, but they don't get much off it, sadly. They're looking for almost a slam dunk. They're going to force the swing. Uh-oh,
beautiful.
What the hell? They're making it work. Jogamo going to strike back. The unknown. Jogamo took the TP out and back.
Be off of either of his 2 teammates' contacts on the areas.
And I can't compliment Trent enough. I want to see if he's again going to be the one to be doing damage off this. Jonah P is layering on that utility, keeping it very controlled, at least for now. And they're aware that generally Liquid have been going for those extremity pushes, which once again they are doing. Jonah P does outgun them though, as does Jaw. And now you're going to see that crunch come in. Late presence through Garage, don't forget. Ooh, a little sloppy, but it gets the job done. Leaf finally getting on the board with 2 of his own. Going to keep this well in hand. A 2v4 is not easy.
Hello?
Nats. You're a nasty boy, Nats, but they've got to get moving! Uh-oh, how is this happening? Leaf is still doing work here, but it's a 1v2, and Nats knows where Leaf is, but there's a time incentive, and Leaf standing tall. For now, playing out of the connector. Shot missed.
Wow.
Yeah, this is rough now. Paranoia's gone in. They're going to have to make something of it, but look at the time being bought here. It's perfect. And this is just outdone G2 with a magnificent approach. You got 10 seconds. There's nothing you could do. Wrap it up. Spike's still down there. Yeah, Leaf, go deal with them. Ooh. Okay, not like that, but the time. Time is the biggest thing, and he bought time for it. Kamek can go farming. I don't care. The round is gone. And it's a misstep from Liquid here. It feels like they're pulling the players over. Yeah, G2, that's 3 players now towards 8. Smoke close and away we go. Nat's trying to navigate through middle, but still, it's all going to be held down by G2. They got bodies here. This feels like it's falling flat, and it is. G2 making light work of Liquid. This doesn't look threatening at all.
Oh,
you didn't see
Kiko.
Nats. Guess where he is? Right behind you. Good luck, Kiko. Have fun, Kamek. You're not going to do a thing here. G2 have elevated in the last couple of rounds. And Kamek can try and make it look good for the scoreboard, but that'll be about it in a 1v4. G2 back feel inventive. It doesn't feel unknown.
This mid space is really strange right now. Team Liquid going for an ult play back in Link.
This is wild. Camo straight away takes away Leaf. It's pacey. But G2 have been good in this sort of chaos. They've kept up with this. But it's a lot of players in a very awkward situation. Jaw is surrounded. He wants to fight out. Jaw will knock back away, and maybe he should have, but he couldn't. G2 still staying in this with 3 standing. But the C site is lost.
It's a 3v3 right now. Alan has an ultimate, there's fighting garage, this determines everything. Jonah P opening it up now can call in his teammates to ult back into the site.
And there it is, ult comes in. Kamek was ready, this was nice, 25 HP. We've got to know that that space could have been occupied. Jonah P is on the money now! G2! Let's see. Already very well. Oh, this could be so sick. This is so sick. Look at the pour on of Util. They put it right through the blender. Kamek the only one to really draw blood though. And G2 fighting it out. Gutting as well. That's a wind out of your sails, right? For G2, you're grinning, right? You just
Hold
got.
on.
Yeah. Kiko. No way were you gonna make that any.
P.
Oh my god, the timing.
was still
on
gonna
this.
jazz.
The timing. Trent, you app.
Ball to cover the flank. This is a solid anti-eco setup.
This is really uphill. Liquid looking for options and finding very little, and that's the only one to do it as G2 stalwart on this site. Oh, G2 again. They invested heavy into this round. They were not going to take any chances here. Geeko, if you get one more, he's keeping him close to sight. There we go. But once again, into this retake scenario.
A lot of good utility for G2 to play with multiple flashes for this fight into garage and the teleport out with an early kill. G2 can now fall back into long because there's no smokes.
Yeah, that was just profound aggression, and it works wonders, leaving just Liquid, as I said, down to 4, struggling uphill. G2 making it hurt, turning the screws. As Panatek gonna face the music on 23 HP, and Kamek by his side, but how are you meant to deal with this? You can't. You know you can't. Time is going to be going, and Leaf, a little unlucky on the time, but it doesn't matter. They're going to make it to 11 on this round.
How many flashes do G2 have just continually fighting into garage? Kamek needs to keep this rifle online just to be a potential hero, and he does.
Kamek's Vandal, there's their prized possession.
Right walk.
Well, that's bold from Panatek, and it's labored, but it's got the job done.
Trying to get a kill off the trip, but there's too much utility to break the trips. Yoru is just unfair. Easily dealt with, but the flood coming in quick.
Yeah, they've got to make this one work, though. Panatek going to put his life on the line for it. Pressure starting to mount now. Nats dives in, head first. He takes the fight, but Trent again in these critical rounds. Almost full util left here. And then he goes for that play out of from Sewer, the spike. Awful position. Swing comes in. It wasn't this round, actually. Might be the right shout, though, but Jaw without ult is going to be an issue, right? He's got that stinger nice and close as well. Any America's hands looks good. Kiko doesn't want to leave this, but he's going to have... Oh, his team's... Nats saved him! I thought he was dead for sure. Surely Kiko was going to die there, but no. But now panic stations. Utilities coming in. A dash to the side. Counter ult. It's an absolute mess. Kamek even taking down Camo. And Jonah P putting them in their graves. What the hell has just happened? I couldn't tell you. But Panatek and Kamek, the only two alive, split on the map, but an opportunity beckons, takes away Trent. Now we've got to see a response from Paddy too. He's got to take some space here, but look at Jonah P's position.
Oh, yeah.
It is stunning. Offsets the time, wins the fight. He's basically won him the round. Kamek's going to have to go nuclear in this. Util Porons there, and they're not going to engage
There's a stun
with him.
backup.
Look at this.
It's not going to happen. Now that you're down in numbers, you almost have to sort of act out a little bit.
Sure, rat around somewhere, try and find something, I guess, lower percentile. That's not going to do it. G2 looks so in the driving seat here. Nats and Kiko, yeah, probably some of the two heavy hitters from this team. People have looked at these two as the ones to be able to bring them back to the forefront. Jog did not.
Not too difficult. Two players going to jump in for TL.
But I'm looking at this flank as well for Camo. That lack of Sentinel will be a factor. He can get behind them fast. But can Liquid hold down the side? Kamek getting a little baited by that one, but blinded as well. Little to be done. Panatek and Nats spinning on a dime. Liquid this time making it count. Trent a mile away and the flank is in.
Yeah, you don't see the neon all the time on this map anymore, but when you play, especially play B, it means very fast rotates into both A and C. Again, we're seeing Nats play off-site, wait for his teammate to get over, and look to jump back down.
Oh dear, these sites are not looking all that accessible right now. And now Jonah P and Leaf gonna try and put something together, make it a little costly, get warmed into this one. You're not looking likely to go.
Of these rounds after getting punished, accelerating in. Now Leaf's gonna run into a high-low. He overthought it a little bit, rotated over into C. Didn't think G2 would do the same thing 3 rounds in a row, but they have.
Waiting as Kiko can get out from this as well. Yeah, nice. Nats still playing around on the side too. Turns the flash, but he can't get some full safety. Wait, hold on. He's still alive. And Liquid flooding back on the side. G2 just depending, banking on Jonah. Ooh, Camo. This is really dangerous. This could be a lost Vandal here, but do they check? They absolutely do. Yeah, still holding towards Waterfall, still holding towards CT. I don't know how much Draw's going to see. Gets, he commits! Outrageous, goes for it on towards Kiko. I guess he had to at that point, but traded in. Now they can start fighting back towards the site. They're going to clear through site itself, excluding Trent. And you can't forget about Trent, but it's Jonah P up in the feed, waiting for a victim. Was not outdone by Valen. And again, G2 on these bonuses, well, not even bonuses, half buys.
These are the rounds G2 love to play. Get the perfect read against their opponents. They can use this clone to break the tripwire in the choke, but again, Team Liquid have a couple of guys here to stop them.
Yeah, we saw that heavier emphasis towards C, towards that B site, leaving just that one-man Camo over towards A. G2 trying to just brute force it, I guess, have to respect the util again. A good little stall, 20 seconds. Flank potential. They were towards C, didn't go CT.
They're gonna go A.
Through door, and they're gonna run it. They have to, I guess. They were getting no luck towards that B site, but they're running low on time. It's a little bit deadly. They don't have the full information, but they have to take a gamble.
It's a brilliant call from Valen, realizing the fast rotate from Team Liquid, but check this out. Jonah P stepping forward into stairs. He gets the first kill, but shut down quickly by Camo.
Nice trade there. Not going to let that get too far, but man advantage still with Liquid. Very deep post plants. Look at the util they have. Trent going to have util. Leaf has util. Valen can play a little closer, play a little further forward.
That's going to be such a problem from this space, though, and Valen doesn't clear him away.
And away you go, the salvos, but Nats! Look at a little vintage again, but time. Leaf can buy time. He does need to go nuclear, and the stance there. They're just running him down.
Potential.
But I've never seen Liquid go this deep. They've never gone this
yeah.
far. Yeah, Leaf's in trouble. They disrespected Camo once more. Now slowed down and held back. Trent.
You know, a little bit back towards sand. Wait for this re-aggro into mid.
That spike in safely.
It's a good angle.
Wait. Kiko's still on for this one. Yeah, he is! Kiko still close to sight. Same with Valen. They're not taking too many risks. And there's no reward that time. But can Nats again clutch up here? Valen on the other side. Plenty to play with. Lovely work from Valen.
It's going to be Jonah P.
But of course.
Yeah, there's always that late lurk.
But of course. Ooh, okay. Well, suddenly this round doesn't feel so kind of flat. You've got an invested ult here, but this time it runs out pretty quick, right? You got to get moving on this. If you want to get some value, you got to get going, and you're going to get nothing. And there's that flank. Whoa, that's crispy from Jonah P. Good trade right back in. Okay, look, I'm not out of this round yet. Make me a believer in something here, Liquid, because it's looking like it's going to be solid from G2. They needed a secure round. They're going to go and run about, having a wander, having a go at things.
Oh, his baby door broken for him. That's nice.
That B site is looking absolutely vulnerable. Leaf can try and set this up and really secure it. This is going to be an absolute muddy round. Paddy's just going to go in for it. Trent's going to find Kamek. Good luck finding any of these kills. Leaf, Jaw, all in unison. And in the chaos, G2 looking composed. And Liquid left once again in a similar scenario, not having the... Nats still over towards A. There's a lurk already ahead of him. Valen behind them. Liquid are just looking lost. G2 getting a full grip on this game.
Somehow he's just slipping around him like a ghost.
Yeah, this guy's just behind him the whole time. He's on a secret mission. Liquid just lost in this. Oh, that's lovely. Jaw's on the site. They finally made it over here, but there's threats everywhere. Jaw just gets to dance around on the site. They're going to need a bit more than this. There's still Trent's ult. There's still util. You thought he was going to get close. That should really be the final hitter if needed. It's not. Extremity. We do see them now exploring towards this B site. They still have Leaf on the other side, so it's certainly not without an idea.
Look at Camo spot right in
They
the corner.
Clear
No
it,
one's
right?
ready
They
for
clear
him.
it, right? How are they letting Camo get away with that? Two big kills, and suddenly Liquid looking like they're back with a sign of life here.
Neon just sitting in your corner with the drone going forward. But too much pushing against him. Team Liquid are on the hunt. The fake re-clear into Sandus, nice, and TPing out into A, I love it.
Nice, because Nats is in actually a whole lot of trouble. He's going to try and run this side. There's no escaping it looks like, but he's found a pocket to play from, and it's Camo to take away Jorgamo. But madness on the site itself. Plant is not secure. Nats is still here. He's been left with this site. He's in control of it again. It doesn't matter the number or the odds. He's always good for it. Nats is outstanding for these timeouts, but it's pacey here from G2. Trent could be in trouble. They focused on fighting towards CT, but they've left a gap here. Trent trying to stay alive. How are they doing this? There's 4 players from Liquid on the site here. Trent's still standing. I have no idea how.
Just a mess of a round. Trent now calling in his teammates to get back into the site, using a site smoke for that, and he finds the opener.
Trent's been good in all the chaos before as well. Kamek and Nats trying to navigate a 2v4 is not easy. Kamek's still got a little bit of util to play in, but it's not much, and trying to disrupt that deep post plant, brutal.
Last player.
And yeah, you can see as to why. It's rough by...
Bro.
All missiles away.
Okay, we're going to be in straight for a brawl, apparently. Leaf, how are you looking so calm? Okay, but now the timing, speaking of that.
He slipped in.
Just
30 seconds
after
left.
Leaf checked this. Oh, that's gutting. Okay, that's going to be heard. That's an additional body towards CT.
They're
One
gonna stall
towards
the plant for the kill.
Waterfall. It's fine, it's fine. Kiko gonna find Jonah P and get them that security through Waterfall to be able to focus towards CT, but there's a flank on the way, and Kiko makes an absolute meal of it. It's Nats and Padatek now feeling a little bit surrounded, and rightly so. Leaf on the swing, can't do it. Valen looking like in these sort of rounds. Again, it was some of the main rounds they won from Haven. This time, Camo gonna start things off with a bang. Takes away Jaw, but Leaf controls that B site. No one's slipping through here for Padatek.
Door open, trying to push into Jonah. He's got the Guardian, so time to flash and fall back into sight, calling the reinforcements.
He looks good though. He doesn't look like he's gonna be swamped here. He does re-peek into Nats, maybe. A little bit of a wake-up call. You can't take this too lightly. And they've wrapped the site, trying to gap close towards stairs. Handled again. It gets dangerous because of this.
He hasn't found a gun either.
Spike planted.
He is not. But that Sheriff rang true, and it might be ringing again. He gets around the corner. Paranoia primed. He does the dance. He gets away to safety. Another step. Camo looking back.
Yeah, still have the stun.
Christ.
When this door opens, everyone's stunned.
Oh God, door's
Look at the
not
missiles.
stuck. It's gonna be stunned. Is there any way out?
But Team Liquid in a tough spot. They don't have a lurk. They don't have much space with G2 holding the fort down. Good shot from Kiko.
He was just about to walk away, but he's now gonna have to keep this in mind, right? Valen's got Nats. Why do I feel G2 are a bit naughty about this one? The timing might just be right. Ah, Valen got caught. Look, gotta have some distraction. Help him out here. Trent's the one to find it. 6 HP and a Sheriff. Not quite the same impact as Leaf with the Vandal. And I think we know how this is gone. I almost feel like you'd want to double back towards C after hearing that Teo Drake. Show a little bit of presence towards A. Oh, okay, they've been almost over-awarded, Jord.
Quietly go into the C-pop here.
Nice read. And very disciplined.
Wow, Team Liquid throwing everything into that. The firing squad for Waterfall. Now G2 on the approach.
They're up by Rap though. This is really risky. G2 clearing house. G2 break down the door, sweep through the site. So if Liquid let this slip between their fingertips, they only have themselves to blame. As G2 looking sharper and sharper by the second. Camo going to take the space though. Valen the one to deal with it, and this is down to pretty much Camo and Kiko trying to make something out of nothing, but it's control.
3 walk into B.
Is this what we're going for, Trent? Oh my God, he's a lucky boy today. They were, oh no, Kamek! Reeks throughout this. Jaw gonna find Padatek just wandering away. What is this?
What's going on? There's fights on 2 fronts and G2 are winning everywhere. Camo gets the spike, but he has to be a hero for the team. He gets the burst. Camo staying alive here, baiting out shots.
To shift around. 2 on one side and 1 on the flank. You give him a 1v1 though. You're playing a risky game. You've got to tighten up here because Camo could absolutely do this, but Nerve's starting to play a factor. You can see it. Trying to toy with the time, and he's got the angle now. Hold on. Valen joins up, and they double swing. Match point coming in. And Jaw wants to go for a walk. Takes himself forward, and he's not alone. You're rarely alone with G2. It looks like they all swing. And punching in that 12th round, but still, Nats and Kiko gonna need to go big. Nats tries to get techie with it, a little slippery towards the smoke. Kiko, no! And it's not been a pretty half so far. Why does this position feel like it's going to work? Oh, of course
it
it's
is.
down! What are the options? What are the options? That will help. Leaf gonna go down, but now the pressure starts to mount. Nat's in position, trying to hold that back line. Finds his fight and takes down the man. And all those moments for Nats, they were great to get them here, but they may all be for nothing. They bait him in. G2 setting the record straight.